Okay, this is a little bit about vacuums, guys. All right, a little vacuum 101. Go back to school today.
Yeah.
All right, I won't try to bore you too much, okay? But just so you know, vacuums are over 100 years old. Okay. And the very first person to mass produce them was Hoover. Heard of that guy before?
Hoover, absolutely.
Absolutely. Not the FBI guy, but the Hoover vacuum. Yeah, right? So, but anyways, when they were invented, they had 4 basic concepts to them, okay? There's an intake, and here's a motor, and here's a filtering device, and then there's an exhaust, okay? Now it's been over 100 years, and guess what's changed?
Nothing.
No,
Same thing.
the concepts are all the same.
Yeah.
Intake, motor, filtering device, exhaust.
Right.
Yeah, a long time ago, all machines have bags on them, right?
Right.
Okay? But the bags back then were so poorly made, whenever you used to use them, they would emit a bunch of junk back into the air, right? It was extremely unhealthy, okay? So, about the late 70s, okay, some things to happen, all right? The people that decided to keep bags, like Kirby's and Oryx and some other random brands, tried making their bags better, like some kind of medical grade HEPA 11 stuff, okay? And then a lot of people went to the canister backs, okay? Now, in every single canister back, there's a filter, right?
Yes.
Okay? Now, bags and filters are always made out of one of 3 things. Okay, they're going to be paper, cotton fabric maybe, or like in the canister bags, you have like the little spongy looking deal, right? Okay, now, bags and filters are always made out of one of those 3 kind of materials for a reason. Some have to do with money, but the main reason has something to do with the way the machine actually operates. Any idea what it is before I tell you?
No clue.
No idea? Okay. So, the Kirby here, all right, as a prime example. Whenever the Kirby's off, we can squeeze the bag and it's ready to limp, right?
Yeah.
Now, as soon as you turn the Kirby on, what's the very first thing that bag does? Poof, like this, right? Yes. Now, the way all vacuums work, as soon as you turn them on, they suck in a bunch of air, especially those Kirby's. And that air travels through the machine pretty quick, okay? Now, if that bag we're talking about was made out of something solid, like plastic or rubber, like a balloon, and you're pumping all that air into it, what would the bag start doing? It expand and break, right? And it's the same thing inside the canister backs with the filters. If they were made out of something solid, like plastic or rubber or whatever, right, and like a balloon, they'd expand and break as well. But the reason they don't do that is because that material that we're talking about that they're made out of is porous. They have to be able to breathe. See, there's no way you can turn on any machine and have it suck in a bunch of air without a place for the air to go. It's impossible, okay? Now I got a question. If air is passing through the pores of a filter or a bag, guess what else is passing through?
Dirt. Dust. Dirt.
Yeah, germs, bacteria, allergens, the real small stuff.
Yeah.
And how they trick us? Can't see it.
Yeah.
Remember a while ago I did the light? Looked like a whole bunch of stuff, didn't it?
Yeah.
Right now we don't see anything.
No.
Right? Doesn't mean it's not there. We just don't see it, okay? So here we are, we're vacuuming, right? Hey, honey, man, this thing works great. There's lines on the carpet, and they're fooling us, man. And sometimes, not in the bag, well, even in the bag, you can feel some of the stuff going there, but even the canisters, you can see some of it. Yeah. And all of a sudden, as the consumer, we're thinking, hey, this thing's fantastic, all right? But you know what? Here's something we should know when it's not right that happens, okay? You guys ever smelled anything whenever you're vacuuming?
Yeah, it smells weird.
Smells weird, like the pet sometimes smells this, like something's wrong, right? I got a question for you. If these bags and canisters truly contained everything like they say they do, would you be smelling anything?
No.
Absolutely not, right? Now, there's also another negative part about bags and filters, okay? As you're using this machine right here and the bag is getting full, right? That means the pores of the bag are getting clogged up. Right. It's the same thing with the canister, okay? As the canister is getting full, the pores of the filter are getting clogged up, okay? Now imagine a machine where the bag and the pores are completely clogged up, or the filter is completely clogged up, and that means the airflow can't travel through the machine. Now, if the airflow doesn't travel through the machine, guess what doesn't come out of the carpet?
The dust and the stuff on the floor.
Absolutely right, right? Now, I know one thing for sure. When you bought the Kirby, right, 'cause I know they cost a pretty penny,
They weren't cheap.
you bought it for a reason.
To clean.
No, absolutely, right? Because we think it's top of the line, okay? And we care about keeping our house clean. Because if you didn't really care, you would go buy a $50 machine somewhere. You know what I mean? So it's important for you to get the dirt out of the house. Okay, we don't vacuum for style points. We vacuum to get the dirt out.
Right.
Okay. Now, if it's polluting the air, right, as you're using it, and also leaving stuff behind when it gets clogged up, is that really a fair way to be spending your money or your time?
Neither.
Absolutely not, right? Remember a while ago when I said I had solutions to problems, y'all?
Yeah.
I have a solution to a problem. All right, so let's put this over here for a second. Bad Kirby. No, I'm playing. So, let's give the rainbow a set of wheels. All right, look at that. What? And then, we're gonna grab this. All right, you take a guess anytime you want. Start taking a wild guess of what it might be. It is a rifle. we're going vacuum hunting. We have this power nozzle. Now what?
That's a vacuum.
Yes. Yeah. Now it turns into a deep cleaning machine. Let me tell you some awesome things, first of all, about this power nozzle. Number one, it has a motor on the inside of it.
Okay.
It's a Hemi. That's all you're playing, but there is a motor, right? It has rubber on the outsides as well, sure. Okay? So whenever you're using a machine, you decide to maybe vacuum with your eyes closed and run into things, you don't do any damage. Also, it has an LED headlamp right here. So if you want to vacuum at midnight with all the lights off, you can actually see what you're doing. Pretty sweet, right? Yeah. Also, it is designed to do every single surface in the home, okay? Also, probably the coolest feature, I think, is these little brushes on the side. Yeah. You know, it's not really a vacuum made to get right along that baseboard area, that little crevice. Right? What they want you to do is double work yourself by getting extension wands and doing all that. Yeah. But in the end, who does all that, man? Yeah, every now and then, maybe, right? Well, this right here, whenever you pull the trigger, these little wheels spin. Okay. It's like a little street sweeper going down the road and it cleans out that crevice area for you. It's pretty awesome, right? So, let's put this together here. We have this. Okay, now I'm gonna grab a couple of these. Now, these right here are just for demonstration purposes only. Okay? Put this on. Now, when is the last time you vacuumed?
A few days ago.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. All right, so we got that on there. Put this right here. I'm gonna turn the baby on high. Look at that. I really want a little swipe. Up and down. You get underneath beds and stuff like this with this. I mean, I might actually vacuum with the Rainbow Angus style points. Right?
Yep.
Bam! What? Holy smokes. That is, wow. Now, did you have any idea that Kirby is leaving all that behind?
No.
Crazy? What is this? All right. I'm going to do that again. I just want to make sure you guys know I didn't have anything up my sleeve. That'd be kind of weird carrying dirt around my sleeve, right? All right, let's do this again. Put another cloth on here. Bam. Okay. Now I'm going to use a couple extra strips. Now, I'll tell you a couple things about the advantage of using the rainbow. The advantage of using a rainbow. Number one, it doesn't have bags or filters.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
Right?
That's cool.
Right? So, remember the problem we were mentioning a while ago about stuff going back into the air?
Yeah.
It never happens with the rainbow. So all those triggers we're talking about, the germs, the bacteria, the allergens, it's all trapped in that water. Okay? This.
Wow.
I call that a Don King. You know who Don King is?
Yeah, Don King.
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
There it is.
Donald Trump.
Right? Another great thing is water doesn't have pores. Remember a while ago where you said bags and filters get clogged up so they don't pick up?
Right.
Okay, so here's the deal. The rainbow works on 93 cubic feet of air per minute. Always and forever. Mm-hmm. Okay? Conventional vacuums run on about 20 to 30 when they're brand new. And as you use them, right, and as they're getting clogged up, it's even less than that. So here's what they're really good about doing. Mm-hmm. Conventional vacuums are very good about getting surface dirt up and give us the impression they're working, but leaving the junk, the bad stuff down below. See, the thing with the rainbow is because of the power of the machine, right, and there's nothing stopping the airflow, it starts yanking the stuff from the padding out. This is where you really want to get down to, right? Now, I'm going to attach this. I want you to do me a favor. No cost this time. Let's straight into the water. I want you to use it and see how easy it is. Right. Put your foot right there. All right. Pull the trigger. Take off. Makes my job a whole lot easier. You want to try it? Sure. Yeah, man. There you go. Really light, right? Yeah. That doesn't work for you. Absolutely. All right, man. I'll take over. All right. So, what do you guys think about the vacuum part of it?
Really cool.
That's pretty efficient, yeah.
Pretty awesome, right?
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to show you this right here. Look at that.
Huh.
Wow, it's a rainbow margarita.
Yeah. With a salted rim.
Yeah, I know, right? Exactly. Let me point out a couple things about the water. Okay, number one, the great news is it's all that junk we were talking about a while ago is trapped in the water and we can dispose of it. Okay? So instead of polluting it back into the air or leaving it behind on the carpet, we can actually trap it in the water, remove it. But I'm going to ask you something else, which is kind of a crazy thing. Okay? Would you dare drink that water?
No.
No.
Absolutely. Why not?
You get sick.
It's pretty gross, right? Now, believe it or not, guys, it would be safer to drink the water, right, than to breathe all that stuff in if it was going back into the air, right? Because, because if you drank it, you'd find a way to get rid of it, or stomach acids kind of like dispose of it and whatever, break it down and get rid of it. But if you breathe germs and bacteria and chemicals in, these are the reasons why we can't feel good inside of our own home, which isn't really fair because if we can't feel good anywhere, right, other than, outside of home, I mean, we can't do anything about it out here, but here, it's paradise. It's supposed to be anyway, right? So I got a question for you. It's a little similar to the one I asked you a while ago, all right? Wouldn't it be nice to know that if you had a rainbow, that dirt could go?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, right? Well, I got a couple more things to show you real quick, right?
Okay.
Let me grab this right here. So, oops, thought that happened. Knock me out. Okay, so let's grab the box right here. I wanted to do a few other things for you, so we're going to add this. That's our little tool caddy. Now, this right here is an upholstery tool.
All right.
All right. Now, obviously, the upholstery tool does upholstery. It also will do a car interior.
Oh, yeah.
But probably the best feature about this, I personally think, is this. So, let's say if you spill something on the carpet or the rug, or there's a cat accident, you got cats, right? Like a fur ball or something, or throws up, or whatever the case may be. Yep, absolutely. So if you want to remove that like it never happened, this is all you got to do. Take yourself a cup of water, you dilute the spill or the mess, and take this tool right here and it sucks it right out of the carpet like it never even happened. Now, I'm going to tell you why it's so effective. Because see, when you have carpet and you got padding, when anything spills or is like a potty mess or whatever, it goes whoop right under the padding, right? Yeah. So one of the biggest problems we have, right? Well, normally the first thing we do is we take like a rag or some paper towels or something, we try to get it up, and if we're lucky, it gets about halfway down. It looks good up here for a minute, but it's still down here, okay? And then sometimes when we shampoo finally, like with a shampoo or something, those machines, they put a bunch of water into the carpet, then they try to suck it back out, but because of the fact they lack enough power, they can't get it all out. So that's why stains tend to come back, because they don't get the stain out, all the dirt out completely, right? Well, the reason the rainbow is so effective is because of this. You dilute it with the water, and because it has the 93 cubic feet of air per minute, it's so powerful, it will yank it from the padding out, and it will completely remove it like it never happened. It works great, trust me, it works great on urine. I've done it in many homes, throw up, right? It won't get out ink, you know what I mean? Or like red dye number 5. Because red dye number 5 actually permanently stains carpets or changes the color of them. You can always lighten it up, you just can't get it out permanently, okay? All right. And then we have this. This right here is a duster brush.
Nice.
It does dusting, right? Who likes the dust?
Nobody.
Nobody, right? Because usually here's what happens. Whenever we dust, right? Whether it be a rag or something, we know it goes back where.
Pushes it away.
Yeah, back into the air, and it's kind of ineffective, and we just hate it. So this right here, the reason that I like it is because you can dust and actually sucks the dust into the machine, whether it be off of your electronics, ceiling fan, air vents, your blinds. If you can't reach the air vents, you put this right here on the end of the extension wands right here, and you can reach everything now. Yeah, absolutely. And then you can also peel this right here off. If you ever get like a minor clog in your sink, put that into a drain, you can suck a clog out.
Okay.
It's pretty sweet, right? I just recommend not using it in the toilet. Okay. All right, so then we have this. This right here is a cracks and crevice tool. Guess what this does?
Cracks and crevices.
Absolutely, right? In between couch cushions, car seats. If you got to get a cobweb up high, if you ever get one of those, just use your extension wands. You can suck it right off the wall or the ceiling. Probably one of the cool things I think about this tool right here is this, or how to use it, is you put it on the end of the extension wands, top of the baseboard.
Oh.
You guys ever, how do you guys do the top of the baseboard?
You don't.
Yeah.
Right? Oh yeah. Oh no. I used to take like wipings and clean it, right?
Yeah.
But now what you can do is you just kind of hook it up with the extension wands and walk right on top of it right here, and it sucks all the dust right off. It's pretty cool, right? Cool. All right, and then we have this. This is a new invention for the ladies. They can blow dry their hair in the morning. Oh yeah. So you get out of the shower, you ask Joel here, hey honey, how about eucalyptus today? What? No, I'm totally playing. However, I have seen videos where people wash their dogs and blow around their dogs. But truly what it's meant to do is this. You can put your extension wands on here, and if you need to blow off your back patio, like leaves and grass, you can blow it off real quick. Just stick it out the back and whoop, 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 and it blows it off. Same thing at the front, you can do the same thing as well.
Okay.
All right, and we have this little guy next. It's like a canister of air, right?
Okay.
Blows up for computer keyboards. Also blows up balloons, kitty mattresses, beach balls. Sometimes I just clean out my ears and have their cobwebs go out. Nah, that's why I don't do that. All right? Pop this right here off. All right? Put this back over here. We have this next. Ooh. This right here is called a coil cleaner. This gets underneath your refrigerators, your washer and dryers, in between the cabinets. Those really hard to reach areas that we know we need to get to. We just don't hardly ever do it because it's hard to get to it. All right? Now, you know, we drop stuff on the floor like a Cheerio and it bounces under the fridge, right?
Yeah.
And we look at it like, dang it. So this right here can actually get that stuff out for you, okay? It's also flexible, so there's a lint trap in the dryer. That's pretty awesome, right? Yes. Now, then we have this. Now, personally, I like this on the hard surface floors better than the power nozzle, and I'm gonna tell you why. Number one, because the power nozzle is self-propelled. It kind of takes off on you a little bit, which is cool on carpet, but when you get on the hard surface floors, it's, you know, it doesn't jerk out your hand or anything, but you can control this a whole lot better than the power nozzle. And then on top of that, if you got your cats, do they shed?
Oh,
A little bit, yep. This works great on picking up hair, right? And it kind of glides right across the floor, picks up the Cheerios we're talking about or the cornflakes. Also, if you drop like a cup of coffee and the glass breaks, like the cup, it pick up shards of glass.
Oh, that's cool.
It also suck up the coffee. It picks up liquid,
Sure.
which is pretty awesome, right?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Absolutely. Okay, guys. I have 2 more things to show you,
All right.
and I'm done. How awesome is that?
Pretty cool.
So give me 1 second, I'll be right back.
All right.